title Surrealistic Pillow, that comes from Jerry Garcia. What's the deal with Jerry being credited as, quote, musical and spiritual advisor?
Yeah, Jerry was the. I mean, that's a very sort of. It's a nicely oblique, hip way of calling somebody who happened to be there in the studio producing some of the songs and playing guitar on them, which is basically what Jerry was doing. He was a bit of a karmic hero around the Bay Area. By that time, Grateful Dead were, really, showing what they were made of,
Yeah.
much as Airplane were. And they'd become quite close. They were sort of brothers in arms in many ways, the Dead and the Airplane. They hung out together and had gunfights together and all sorts of strange things like that. But Jerry, it's said that Jerry was supposed to be there to stop the RCA Victor producer Rick Jarrard turning the whole album into a pop fest, which is what RCA Victor, and Jarrard was RCA Victor's man, was what they wanted. RCA Victor knew that they had a potentially star band here, and they didn't want that spoiled. So that's what Rick Jarrard was there for. But then, as I said earlier, I think according to Grace Slick, Jarrard was drunk for all the sessions. So Jerry may have produced a lot more than we've come to imagine. But as far as I'm aware, he rearranged "Somebody to Love" from the Great Society's original, and he played on "Coming Back to Me." I think he did the arrangement, played and arranged "Today" as well. So he had a lot to do with the how wonderful that album became.
And it was a quote, surrealistic pillow. Was that?
Yeah, he said.
I got it here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll let you.
He was describing the music. He described it as being, it's as surrealistic as a pillow is soft.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, you've got to remember, this is the guy whose bass player once asked Dave Hassinger to reproduce the sound of thick air when he was making Anthem of the Sun, which is the Grateful Dead's second album.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's his 1967. Hey, what can I say?
You just know, because I'm such a huge Dead fan, that tone, that Jerry tone. And so when the track Today kicks in,
Yeah,
he's playing that high lead. And
it's
he said
twinkles,
that's
doesn't it?
right.
It just
Yeah.
twinkles. It's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
him. It's got him all over it. But
Yeah.
what other tracks is he on? You said there's an acoustic track he plays on too.
Well, he's certainly on "Coming Back to Me," which Marty wrote while under the influence of. He was very stoned when he wrote it, and he literally took him half an hour to write it while he was high, and he wanted to get it recorded before his high wore off. So he ran back to the studio, and the only people in the studio when he got back there was I think either Hassinger or Jarrard was there. I think it's Hassinger. And Grace was there, I think, and Jerry, and they just put together this exquisite song, "Coming Back to Me," which is 5 minutes of pure pop heaven.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
absolutely.
And it was very, very. It was as impromptu as that.